Hey guys, so a previous video we had an opportunity to see a much more thorough explanation of NAT and how you set it up and how everything works. This video, what I'm going to do is, if you don't want to take the time to watch that entire video, this is just going to be a quick run through of all the commands. So pause it if you need to and just follow along, but I'm going to show you, how simple it is to set up NAT. So first things first, let's go to our ISP. And once we're on the ISP, we're just going to be setting up our public address space so that it's statically sent over to our gateway. So we have the network address for the public address space we want to send. And then we have the subnet mask. And lastly, we need to provide the interface that it's going to be getting sent to. And that interface is over at our gateway at this address right there. So now that we've done that, what we can do is just move over to our gateway, and we need to make sure that we have a way to get out of our network back over to our ISP. And how we're going to do that is by just setting up a default route. So we're just saying any IP address not found in our table, send to this network right over there. Great, so we have our IP route set up. Now what we need to do is we need to create a pool of our NAT addresses. And I'm just going to call this my NAT pool. And I'm going to define this address as the first one to assign, and then this one of the last one to assign. After that, you need to write net mask and provide the subnet mask that's going to give you those 6 usable addresses, which is a /29. Okay, so we've created our pool of addresses. Now we need to make sure that we have a source list, or a list of source IP addresses that we would like to have translated. So because we're dealing with source IP addresses, we're going to use a standard ACL, standard access list. We're going to give this standard access list the number 1. Any number between 1 and 99 will get you a standard access list. So now that we've given a number to our access list, what we're going to do, we want to be permitting something, right? And what do we want to permit? We want to permit any address that's found in this subnet. So we give the network address for that subnet, and then we give the wildcard to just say, hey, these are the addresses. So we have our pool of addresses, and we have our list of source addresses that we want to have translated. Now we need to bind those things together. And this is going to be happening on the inside of our network. So we want to make sure it's IPNAT inside. And then we have a source list of addresses called 1. And we also have a pool of NAT addresses called my NAT pool. Now that we've done that, we only have one last thing to complete, and that's let our router know which belongs to the inside of our interface, which interface belongs to the inside of our network, and which interface belongs to the outside of our network. So this is the inside, and leaving this interface to the outside makes this one on the outside. So let's go to F00, which is our first interface, and we just need to say IPNAT inside. And now we're going to go move over to our serial interface, and we're going to say IPNAT outside. So each interface now knows what's up. They know which side of the network they're on. We'll just go over, we'll assign an IP address to our host. And after we've done that, we're just going to run some packets through. Now, every single time we run these packets through, what happens is it leaves our PC, it goes to our gateway, and it's going to take the source address from this guy right over here, and it's going to map it to one of these numbers that we've defined in our range of our DHCP pool. So any number between 1 and 6. So it leaves our PC, it gets to the network, it goes to the ISP, and goes to the gateway, it gets translated, goes to the ISP. So every single time we're doing this, what's happening is these source addresses from our PC are being translated to one of these addresses right there, and it's going to the ISP. So now when we go over to our gateway, we're going to use this command right here. And the command is show IP NAT translations. And once we run it, it's going to show all the global addresses that have been mapped to our inside local addresses. So every single time it's been sent, it's been used by one of these numbers. This is the inside local, and it's basically being sent to our inside global. So that's it for this video. If you'd like some more information, check out the other video. It's like 17 minutes long. It gives a real thorough explanation of how this all works. And feel free to read the site, check out the resources that we have there, the work packs you can follow along with, and any questions, just let us know. But until then, best of luck, and we'll see you next video.